This is probably because they are considered a paradox, whether at work, in the family, friendships, or in their relationships. The INFJ's capability is highly underestimated. However, don't let their quiet and calm demeanor deceive you. INFJs are not weak. This personality type is more capable than you can imagine. INFJs are one of the most intelligent of all the personality types. They're highly intuitive, and although introverts, they can assimilate to their surroundings, so they're actually closer to ambiverts. You should also not confuse their love for peace as an inability to fight for themselves. INFJs may not be aggressive by nature, but they can be, especially when defending themselves or those they love. So let's look at 9 reasons you should never test an INFJ. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Cruel and cold. INFJs tend to avoid confrontation wherever possible. Their first instinct when faced with conflict is to choose to shut you out. They are loners by nature, and so they have a preference for solitude. To them, their peace and quiet is much more important than any person or anything else. When their boundaries are crossed and they make a decision to someone off, it doesn't matter how close they are to that person, they're able to detach from them completely and move on with their lives, like they never existed. It can feel jarring coming from a personality known for their kindness, but an INFJ's heart can be the most cruel and cold when pushed too far. Door slam. INFJs are commonly known for door slamming. They will tolerate those who test them for a while, but when they reach their limit, that is it for that person. They will block their emotions and treat them as if they don't exist. It might be quite hard to escape those people they interact with on a daily basis, like family members or colleagues altogether. However, they may still speak with them, but not in a vulnerable and intimate way as they used to. This is called the INFJ emotional door slam. If you ever reach this point with an INFJ, you probably ask for it, because INFJs are not drastic. If you keep testing them and they don't see the need to prove themselves, they will not hesitate to slam the door. Lash out. INFJs are peaceful, but this doesn't mean that they are weak. They can also get angry when provoked like any other human being. 2 most common ways INFJs react when provoked are either lashing out or giving you the silent treatment. However, INFJs who lash out are not discussed as much, since many people stereotype INFJs as meek individuals. However, underestimating an INFJ's ability to lash out will be at your own peril. Although they see it as a defense measure, they are capable of being the aggressor when confronting people. Also, when provoked, INFJs can be incredibly cruel and callous with their words. Highly intelligent. INFJs, as quiet as they are perfectionists and incredibly capable. A majority of them are great achievers in life who set extremely high goals for themselves and follow through with actions. Their perfectionist nature also helps them, since they stop at nothing unless they achieve their set goals. Majority of them are very intelligent and knowledgeable about diverse topics such as science, politics, as well as the arts. Being introverts, their capabilities are rarely recognized, and they don't do a great job at letting it be known. However, INFJs tend to have the right answers most of the time and see patterns and little things that most people miss. It can be particularly embarrassing for someone to underestimate their intelligence. Expose your weakness. INFJs value deep emotional connections with people. They have an extraordinary ability to feel people's moods, both emotionally and physically. They can generally sense people's fears, sorrows, and insecurities. Someone with all that information can prove to be quite dangerous. The INFJs will often use exposing someone's weaknesses as a last resort. However, when pushed, they will do it. The INFJ often knows a lot of things about those around them, even though they themselves are very private. Whether they use their highly accurate intuition to pick up on the unsaid things about people, or the direct things said to them, they are quick to realize people's fears as well as their weaknesses and flaws. The INFJ will never use this information against someone unless pushed over the edge. Incredible apathy. INFJs know what they bring to the world. In fact, making the world a better place is a core purpose for them. That's why they are always out to give everyone who needs them a chance. From their empathy, compassion, care, or giving people a listening ear, to their creative decision-making based on their intuition. But if you keep testing the INFJ, they're capable of incredible apathy towards people and causes. For example, an INFJ may stop contributing their brilliant ideas to their company if they feel continuously undervalued. Step over you. INFJs have introverted intuitions. They're great planners and tend to have long-range goals for the future. As a result, they're very invested in these goals and can put up everything on the line to make sure they are executed. They may even take drastic steps to achieve their aspirations, believing that the overall benefit is worth more than the short-term detriments. People should be very careful when underestimating how important an INFJ's dreams are to them. INFJs are capable of ignoring their famously good moral compass in order to stay on task or achieve their plan. If this means stepping over someone who won't get out of their way, they will do it. Manipulative. INFJs show great respect for others. As a result, they are generally shown the same respect. That is one of the reasons it is easy for them to manipulate others. People trust them, they see them as reasonable and attentive, and someone who wants the best for everybody. People are usually right about this assumption. When INFJs manipulate someone, they don't generally tend to have bad intentions. They just want to turn around what is wrong in a subtle way, quietly and efficiently. This comes naturally to them. They are very socially observant, so they know what to do to change things. INFJs are capable of manipulating just about anyone to think a certain way. They can be very skilled at imposing their ideas on others. It is therefore ill-advised to try to win them over with an argument they are not for. You just might be on their side before you know it. Take great risks. When an INFJ is pushed too hard, they can become extremely stressed. When this happens, they can fall into their inferior sensing side, becoming atypically irresponsible, thoughtless, and short-sighted. Grip stress can affect an INFJ in multiple ways. Some are relatively harmless, like obsessively cleaning or excessive exercise, to channel out the uncomfortable energy. However, some can be very unhealthy and even